Ooh, and we are back with some Japan. Now, last game we had the Republic of China win the Civil War with the German East India Company, whatever it's called. Yep, here we go. China's revolution is now over. They report they learned many valuable lessons. Great. We helped them win with those volunteers. Very important. And now that China is no longer German, we'll kick them in the ass without German intervention. That is the plan. Now, politically, we're working down this route here. Separation of powers, free market, colonial investments, you know. More democratic, kinda. With Hirohito, of course, and the national populists, which are fascists, but don't tell anyone that. Alright. As for foreign policy, we're pretty focused on the Qing here. Oh, Russia announcing their ambitions. Not a good sign. Hopefully Russia focuses on the West. They are inviting a legitimate czar, after all. Oh, good. They came back. Let's see. Look at these guys. This one's seasoned. Oh, they're really high up regulars. That's good. They learned a lot of lessons. And we have a lot of army experience as well. Now, if you look at our equipment, we have quite a bit of artillery. So we're going to go ahead, remove this support artillery, and add some main line artillery batteries here. That costs 20. We're going to do it. And hopefully, we still have some artillery pieces left over. Alright, separation of powers is done. Let's go in here and continue down the line to a free market. There's a 5% factory output, which is what we like. Great thing they made these updates for Kaiserreich is they make these focuses 35 days instead of 70 days. Because previously it was just a pain in the ass, but now it's pretty good. Syndicalism spreads to Burma. Great. Let's check this out. It's not even a good portrait. People's Republic of Burma, farmers and workers. Well, we'll get rid of that. Oh, okay, never mind. India is just kind of annexed it with Gandhi. I didn't realize Gandhi was there. Yeah, well, I guess they are. We'll get rid of it in no time, though. But first things first, we gotta focus on developing our political sphere, industrial sphere, all of that. We got this entire tree line, which is a lot of focuses, mind you. And you got that military expansion all over here. Whew, Japan is big. And then, of course, the rising sun. Bring down the German Goliath. We'll go with war with Qing, I think, on this one. Take over all of this, and maybe we can puppet China down here. Let's look at the resource map, see what they have. So Japan needs... Let's check what Japan needs, actually. Okay, so... Need oil, aluminum, rubber, steel. We need everything, practically. We still have some things left now. But we're not going to have those surpluses once we get the war machine up and running. Alright, let's get this research. Alright, it's 1937, so I can't really do anything here. We could do some synthetic oil. Yeah, we might need that, actually, come to think of it. Too early to go in the computing machines. We could do some air research. Nah. Land doctrine, integrated, dispersed. We're going to disperse because that helps with the line artillery, which we literally just switched to. Alright, good. And, where were we? Yes, free markets. That's not where we were, but you do that anyway. And then we'll go colonial investments. Very nice. What was that even? What's the description for that, actually? Agriculture crisis, settlement incentives in Japanese-made colonies in China. Oh, good. Okay, we were talking about infantry? We have artillery in them now. Good soft attack. We weren't talking about that. Something about puppeting China? Yes, resources. Alright. So, we don't have many resources, and since we're going to be upgrading our war machine from the measly 15 factories soon, we're going to need more. So, northern China has, well, not that much. Steel, tungsten, that's not much at all. Now, southern China is where it's at. Look at this, it's absolutely loaded. So, come to think of it, maybe we could get away with just puppeting Qing, but taking all of the Republic. Let's go down this national focus tree. So we have here war with Qing. We don't have anything about war with the Republic of China. I guess we'll have to do that ourselves. Manually. Which is a little weird, but you know. Gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so not much resources there. At all, really. That's kinda... it's really bad. Yeah, this is definitely where it's all at. But we'll take it over anyway. Just for the sake of having Qing China and all that. What about these guys? Let's see, what do they have? Some steel. Up here isn't much. Let's check out Indochina. Tungsten. Oh, rubber. That rubber is nice. Siam has a lot of rubber. Look at that. And you look at Singapore. What's it? Oh, what the? Oh, okay. Alright, what's going on here? Iron ore deposits. Okay. Company wants to expand. Digging that permit. Oh, this has happened before. Along when they're not all taken. Okay, so last time we did this, we just denounced them. It's important to keep this government in line, so we're gonna punish this insolence. Make sure this this government Feng Tian Manchuria doesn't do anything. Oh, general election. The fiasco in Korea. What fiasco in Korea? Korea's fine. Okay, whatever. The new... Okay. So we get a new prime minister. And you get some ministers that suck major ass. Let's check this out. So we get this guy. He's new. Fusen Soku Kuwara. I shouldn't try that. And these two people who are terrible. Hopefully we can get rid of them next election. Well, if I have enough political power, I can just straight up replace them. Not yet, though. Alright, where were we? Colonial investments. Ah, National R&D Institutes, which we need for those research slots. So we'll take it. Alright, things are going well for Japan. Just make sure this government stays aligned with us. Yep. What's going on with the rest of the world? Spanish Civil War. I think the King of Spain is winning? I can't tell. It's still too early. France, found international, vote for officers. I'll go tanks, light tanks. Now we go more, but I don't think we need to do that. We're gonna go and research artillery, mobile artillery for the tanks, just because, you know, more firepower and fast speed. What's Germany doing? Democracy in Prussia. Oh wow, that's very nice. Well, for them, not for me. I don't like democracy. Here, remember? That Civil War in America is still raging. Here, but Americans have Washington. Well, United States as Washington. There we go. Union States holding on, surprisingly. They actually took most of Virginia. Usually, the CSA here just kicks their ass, ironically. What? Oh no. The Emperor has been shot. Mein Gott. Hirohito lives, or His Majesty is dead, and Prince Chichibu will become regent. Oh my goodness. I actually want to be successful this game, so Hirohito makes a miraculous recovery. Goodness, that would have been bad. Damn syndicalists tried to shoot the emperor of all people. Cannot tolerate these people at all. In the meantime, we can upgrade our go to early mobilization. Or we get rid of one of these guys. I think we'll get rid of this guy. Let's not put a totalist in charge. Let's put a national populist. Do we have any? I'm looking. Scroll far really down. Paternal autocrats. There we go. This guy. This one looks good. Planned economy. 12% consumer factors. No thanks. We're just gonna go with this guy. And we won't worry about this guy here. Hirano Rikuzo. Let's do with Kawanami Toyokozo. He's pretty good. The Russian Empire declared war. Oh, looks like they're having a reunification. Good for them. Okay, once we get some more political power, I will get rid of this civilian economy. Go to partial mobilization. We are above 15% world tension after all. And it's important to get those military factories online soon. Oh, good. Excavation. I have a little more resources. It's 1937. Gandhi takes power. Oh, huh. Wasn't he already in power before? Yeah. Okay, whatever. But yeah, now he's really in power. I'll focus on this better infantry equipment right now. Because why not? Need better guns to continue anyway. Alright. Everything's going well, I think. Oh, good, good. We'll replace this with more better guns. Good. Alright. The fall of Washington. Oh boy. Who took it over? Oh, Huey Long did. Wow, the American Union State actually isn't sucking. Usually they suck, but this time they don't. I don't know why they're focusing carrier planes right now, but the end of American democracy. Oh. President Herbert Hoover has invited Douglas MacArthur. Well, Herbert Hoover wasn't president, but okay. Yep. Hopefully MacArthur can turn things around. And now, let's just see if Huey Long and Reed will win there. Usually, Reed wins. If you look at the division difference. The Popular Front. Okay, what's going on? 446 left-wing academics. Okay, we're actually in the National Security Act. Did we not pass the National Security Act? Whatever. Damn Reds. Oh, there goes that political power. Okay, we can't do this one since we're not communist. No, since we're not authoritarian, we can't nationalize industry. Which makes sense, we did pick free market after all. So we gotta go with this one. Okay. So we get factories. We get a ton of factories and infrastructure. And we all look at those resources, very nice. And better technology. And colonization. If we go this route. And less consumer factories, or we go bureaucratic economy. I feel like that feels like more this line. This also gets rid of consumer factories. Japanification. That sounds like nationalization, to be fair. So more factories, more resources. Let's see here. This guy has 8262 for the resources. This one has a lot more. And since I like resources, we're gonna go on this route. And then plus it feels more free markety, you know? More in line with this democratic sort of tradition I have going on here. So yeah, looks good. And with our new research slot, we will research trucks. Yeah, trucks. We're gonna have a little mobile force of light tanks and motorized. I'm thinking. You know, because China's a big place. Got to be able to surround those divisions. Alright, we're getting a lot of equipment here. I'd like to start on the tanks. I don't have any factories. Let's just train some more divisions. How about 20? That sounds good. Can I afford that? Yes. Just one set. We don't need any more. And we'll deploy to the mainland and downfall and stability. It happens. It's because those damn syndicalists shot the Emperor and that other incident. We all got arrested. Besides that, though, everything's going well, I think. I'm going to check out these troops. They well trained? They're not. We're going to have them train up a bit. Just so we can get them regular and we can get some army experience, which is important. And if we check the mainland, well, there aren't many divisions in the mainland. But once these 20 divisions are done, we'll have them train as well. You gotta be in tip-top shape for the war in China, even though it probably won't be too difficult. What's going on here? Volunteers from Qing. The Qing is supporting the United States with Lend-Lease. That's weird. What's going on? Fate of Mongolia. Wow, they're gonna declare war on Mongolia? That's not gonna work, I think. Look at the... Oh, actually, no. The Qing have a lot more divisions than Mongolia does. Poor Sternberg. Isn't gonna work. I had a campaign as Mongolia once. Just took over all of this. It was quite fun. Alright. Japan looks like it's on a good route here. What else is going on here? Civil War in the U.S. is still raging. Okay. Looks like the French are having some trouble down in Africa. Whew. And Mongolia just blew up the Maklik. Yep. French is having trouble. It's still Marshal Pétain here. Spanish Civil War is kind of stagnating. Look, the commies aren't... Sorry, the syndicalists aren't doing so well. Actually, no, they're radical socialists. But yeah, looks like they aren't doing so well. And look at that. The Union of Britain is now... Okay, what's going on here? Additional arrests are made. More Reds. They're all getting arrested. Great. Political stability. Alright, looks like Union of Britain is getting decentralized since these guys are autonomous. You got Wales. You got Scotland. All separate. This usually means Union of Britain sucks. Generally. Oh, look at that. Ireland, led by Frank McDermott, not Michael Collins. That's weird. Anything else going on? Austria submitting its hegemony over everyone else. Ukraine. Oh my. Look at those syndicalists and social democrats. The leftists are getting a lot of power there. Huh. Mexico is... Wow, paternal autocrat. That's weird. They start off syndicalist. Alright, as far as Japan goes, this is pretty, it's kind of sitting here, going on 5 speed. Oh, National Protection Alliance. Those are these guys. Yeah. And the Ottomans. Oh, good. We get that focus. And which one do we take? Well, they all take 70 days. Do I need all 3 of them? Oh, goodness, it's going to take a long time. Well, let's go with this one first. So we get those factories. Then resources will be next. Alright. Sounds good. After a little pause, got some research done. French are kicking ass, winning their civil war. The other French. Alright, let's get some research. Alright, so it's 1938, April. We could get new guns. That'll take a while, though. What does Japan need? Marines? Not quite. It's too early for this. But I want to do it anyway. I don't know. Oh, hey, it's actually a good time for... Oh, what's going on? Kurdish uprising. Great. We'll do some computer machines here. And then we'll need radar. And I think... let's just do concentrated industry anyway. Alright, so let's check out the Ottomans here. They're getting a little Kurdistan. That's a smaller revolt. Usually what happens though is Arabia and Egypt here, and Persia, they all just kind of kick the Ottomans' ass. I don't know if it'll happen. Oh, see, they're part of the Axis, which is a name you might recognize, but it's different here. But they usually blow up the Ottomans. I tried a game as them once. I lost big time. Alright, and now we will wait till something interesting comes up while my armies are training. Hey, they're almost done, actually. Hey, look, that factory construction is done. Look, speak of the devil. Egypt is now invading. With Arabia, Not with Persia, though. Oh, and here we go. I'm in Axis war. There goes the Ottomans. Oh, the Kingdom of Ukraine declares war on the Kingdom of Ukraine. Oh, here we go. See, I told you. That's Khrushchev. He looks really different in this picture because he's young. It's 1938. He's not as fat. Wow, that's a different picture. Yeah, but look, got the syndicalists, or the totalists, actually. Civil war in Ukraine. We, of course, support the true faction. These guys, these paternal autocrats. But we're not going to send volunteers. Actually, we might. But first of all, let's get this taken care of. Let's get that, those resources. Yeah, those resources. We need those. How much planes do we have? We got a lot of planes. 278. That's good. Oh, and look at that. Oh, dispersed support. Let's continue down that tree of... Whew, not too much at once. Overwhelming firepower. Now that we have 1 level of synthetic oil, I don't think we need any more. Okay, so next research. We'll do battlefield support for planes. Yeah? Because that's what our Air Force is going to be, just battlefield support in China. Maybe Russia, down here, Southeast Asia, India. We'll see how far we go. But for all intents and purposes, battlefield support. You know, actually, just to spice things up a little, I think I'll send some volunteers to good old Ukraine. We'll send those same guys. Send Tonika's forces over. Personal Kurd War. Yep, Ottomans are getting wrecked. We'll put in one more division, since we can. Those are regulars. I mean, none of these are trained. I want some regulars in here. Oh, good, these guys are done. Let's stop that. Let's take one of them, put him here. Good. And we're gonna send these guys to Ukraine just to help fight. You know, it doesn't make much sense because all the way across the world, we don't like syndicalists or totalists, actually, in this matter. So we don't want them to win. We'll help them fight. In that context, maybe we should send some guys to Spain. I think logically we'd follow these guys, this ugly son of a bitch, against the syndicalists and the original kingdom. But this is too messed up. We're gonna just stay in Ukraine. Whew. Look at that, Russia, Cyprus. Ottomans are getting wrecked. I feel bad for them almost. Alright, now let's see. They have these 20 divisions that we just recruited. We're gonna start training them all. And no commander for now, because we don't really need a commander. Then when we're done, we'll maybe send them to China. Good. Trucks are done. We just got done researching trucks, which, you know, Japanese didn't have before. It's 1938. Let's get some more advanced machine tools. Even though it's ahead of time, I do like industry, so we're gonna do it anyway. Alright, in the meantime, our 4 divisions have arrived in Ukraine. Let's go ahead and we'll put them up here near the Volga River, because this is Stalingrad, I think. Right? Is that more here? No, this is it, because the Volga's right here. Pretty sure. Alright, let's get those divisions. Actually, we'll make this a better front line, because we'll make this 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And we'll just have this battle plan be like that. And it looks like Cyprus won. That was quick. Look at this guy. Super Orthodox priesty. Alright. These divisions are here. We're just going to encircle these guys in this city. I can't pronounce that. Okay, we'll surround. Oh, they just lost. Let's keep on moving forward. This is good for the experience, that's for sure. And the syndicalists are they really don't have any defenses, do they? And this is a cakewalk, really. What's the point of being in this war? I don't have any people to fight. Well, let's just I'll let them do their own thing, I guess. And alright, back to the home front. Getting those resources. Very nice. Wish I had more political power, because then I could up the stability a little. Get that economy into war gear. Soon. Alright, let's surround these guys. Circle around here. Get this guy to keep on fighting. Alright, looking good there. Wow, the syndicalists are really getting wrecked in Spain. Usually they win because they have a lot more divisions, but no. Wow. They really lost. Maybe they got encircled. I didn't know the AI was that smart to where they could encircle the troops. I don't know. Weird. Very weird. And we'll see how this goes. This is going to be not as entertaining an episode, probably. It's more like civil development. But we are getting civil and political development, by the way. But we are getting closer once we get this stuff out of the way. I think we're going to ignore... Oh, good. And then let's get that railway project. I think we're going to ignore most of this. I mean, if you look at this stuff, nationalization. No, we can't do nationalization. That's this tree, right? Right. Actually, we could. I think it will still let us. That's not so free markety though. What's this? Land reform. Limit land farming for poor farmers. Enforce sweet distribution of all lands. Wow. Okay, we'll do this line. We'll ignore the colonization because that takes too long. And then I think we'll go Rising Sun after that. I mean, we have a lot of stuff to do. I mean, like, look at all this. There's a lot of focuses for Japan, but there's just not enough time, you know? It's a lot of development, but quite frankly, I think Japan is already pretty good to fight China. Okay, so we're gonna keep on going down this railway. Oh, civil war in Brazil. Fascist versus commies. Ah, socialist lost. A shameful display. Oh boy. Great. Look at that loss in political power. It's this guy, of course, but damn. It sucks. It really does. I really wanted that political power too. I have to get rid of the civilian economy. Japan cannot take a break. At least we won that volunteer war. These guys are almost done training. Good, good. Alright. Oh, good. Factories are available. Let's focus on just a little more development. Not a ton more. But, you know, these 4 more factories, right? Yeah, that's good enough. Let's check out these guys. Now look, they're all regulars. These guys did not get enough combat for this season, but that's okay. That is okay. Another civil wars? Oh, there's one in Spain. I don't know if I want to send them there, though. Doesn't quite make any sense. But, Danubian Federation, how's that? Oh, look at that. Austria's united, and they're democratic. Social democratic, which is you know, but whatever. It's alright. Look at that national unity, 10%. Whew. That is bad. That is really bad. Oh, these guys are regulars. Stop training. Good army experience we have here. But damn, that was bad. That was really bad. By bad, I mean like this. Look at that. 10% national unity. That's not good. We're good though. We have 60%, which is enough, you know, for the Empire National Security Act, which I don't remember passing. Russian Empire. Oh, look, they won that war. Let's check that out. Yep, they took it over. Oh, very good, very good. Alright, we're almost 1939 here, which means those techs, like the infantry equipment and artillery, will be good. Not ahead of time. Good stuff. Alright, I'm going to pause for a second here. And I think that will be this episode. Yeah, it's been long enough. This is a good episode. Well, you know, civil development, you know, political. But next episode should be some more war, focusing on Qing and Republic of China, taking all of this over. And that'll be Japan's ambition. Alright, see you guys.